What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to get into my favorite setup for off-camera flash, real estate, interior, architecture, photography. So if you're interested in seeing a kit that is super portable, super reliable, and super flexible and simple to use, then this video is for you. So thanks for joining, let's get into it. So I've been doing this type of work for about 10 years, so I've used all different levels of flashes, cameras, lenses, tripods, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go through my camera bags and tell you a couple things about each piece of gear. So if you're just starting out, you're probably not gonna wanna buy all this stuff, but a lot of it's actually pretty affordable, and I think either way, I'll still probably give you some good insight along the way. Everything's gonna be linked in the description. Of course, it's YouTube, so if you're interested in getting any of this stuff, all the links are gonna be down below. Here's my camera bag. The Low Pro Tactic 450. It's got tons of room. You just open it up and it's got all my stuff in it. So you can keep it all nice and organized. I've got flashes here. I've got drone stuff here, lenses here, camera body here, batteries, and accessories. That's pretty much it. Having that backpack compared to like a bunch of different bags really saves you time setting up and tearing down, and you know exactly where your stuff's gonna go and you don't misplace things because you have little sections for everything. This is where I keep all my stands. So my tripod's not in there because I'm using it right now, but there's a light stand, and if you're doing video you can even fit a gimbal in there, which is pretty handy. So instead of walking up to houses carrying like tons of bags like you're bringing home groceries or something, I just have a backpack and that bag, and I'm good to go. All right, camera. Got the EOS R with the RF to EF mount adapter. Pretty self-explanatory, 30 plus megapixels. Does great video too, great autofocus, great colors. This thing's a beast for photos especially, and the price is better than pretty much anything else on the market. All right, main lens for real estate stuff is this, the 16 to 35 2.8 Canon L series lens. You can get shots that are nice and wide. It's rectilinear, so they're not gonna be distorted or anything weird like a GoPro. And 2.8 means you can do some little bit more creative shots too. Great colors, great sharpness. Love this lens. For pretty much any detail or lifestyle type of shot, I use this 50mm. This thing's great. This lens just really allows you to get great detail shots of the house, or just some kind of like alternative creative angles of different areas. So love this lens. This is also my favorite portrait lens too. Love this thing. 100mm macro. I keep this in there just in case I need it, but I don't really use it for this type of work. It's pretty much one of my favorite lenses for video though, because it's got image stabilization, it's super sharp, and you can just get really great detail shots of like brand names or like flames or like water or something like that. So that's it for that one. Probably my favorite lens for personal stuff over the 50mm. Of course, I've got the tool section right here. I got one of these little thingies. I've got like multi-tools, Allen wrench multi-tool. And then I've got this little star one for my tripod. Otherwise, I just got like Sharpies and stuff. So next, here's my drone. It all fits in this thing, which is insane. Controller. I've got the Vivid Collection NDs from Polar Pro. And I've got 2 extra batteries. And here it is, it's the Mavic 2 Pro. Always keep this guard on while you're in there. And I usually keep the ND number 4 on it. A lot of times I'll be shooting my drone shots in the evening, so you don't really need a lot of it, but it gives you a little bit more control over your settings. Okay, so that just pops back into there. I got this little strap from my Pelican case to just hold that all in there, make sure it doesn't flop out whenever I open my backpack. I'll get into this later. Alright, so my main handheld flash, this is pretty much the only one you'll ever need for events, portraits, for this type of work. It can go on your camera, it's great. It's got this circular top, so it's a little bit like more round, perfect, soft light. coming out of it. And what I really like about this one is that it has this magnetic modifier stuff that can go on the top, which just, I know there's aftermarket things you can get like the Mag Mod, and I've used that, but this is just all in one, super simple setup. Having this orb thing on it makes the light a little bit more diffused, a little bit softer. It just makes your images just a little bit cleaner, and I really like that. And as you see, when I turn it on, it's orange. It might be weird to some of y'all. Never seen an orange flash, and here's why. These things are basically orange gels, which changes the color of your flash. So I just keep them stored in there, and they just line up in here, and then pops back on, and you're good to go. I used to tape this to my flash, and I still do for some flashes because I don't have this cool adapter. All this is some orange gel with some gaff tape around the edge to keep it nice and organized. But with this, you're just good to go. And the reason I like this for interiors is because let's say you're shooting like a bathroom or something that has really, really orange lights. You don't want it to show up like that, so you just pop in an orange gel, and then your color balance is just like super clean and perfect. Pretty sweet. So this battery, you can buy extras, and basically it lasts for like 2 or 3 days worth of shooting. So pretty awesome, pretty awesome. It's high powered too. Another reason I like this brand is because they work with this guy. So this just goes on top of your camera, twists on like that. Then you have this nice big screen on it to where you can adjust your settings. So super easy to see, especially whenever your camera is on a tripod. I forget the number, but you can wirelessly trigger like a ton of different flashes. Awesome. Speaking of other flashes, here's my other flash. This is actually a more high-powered flash, the AD200 R2. They have a newer model of this that is a little bit more powerful, I think, or something. But there you go, nice and clean, bright. So for interiors, I primarily use this. All you need is one flash, really, and I have videos showing you how to do that. But if you have 2 flashes, like what I do, you can pretty much cover every single photo in 1 to 2 photos max. So this thing's awesome. Because of how powerful it is, you can just do a lot more controlled studio work, and I really like it for that. This one's more of like a run and gun flash on your camera or off your camera, and then this one's more of like a heavy duty studio one that's still really portable. I actually have a really cool upgrade, and I'll show you in just a second how I set this up on a stand. If you shoot interiors, you've probably come into this situation. You either have like a floor that's super harsh reflections on it, or you have like a countertop, glass, pretty much whatever. This is what you need. So this is a circular polarizer. So basically all it does is you twist it, and it changes the direction that the light is hitting the lens from. So basically it does a little bit of magic, and you can get rid of any reflection. Pretty awesome. You can't get rid of yourself though. So that's it for the camera bag. So that stuff all just breaks down like that. Okay. So I've just got this super lightweight light stand by Westcott. Probably pretty much anything is going to be good enough for this. You don't need a heavy duty one. I like this because it's lightweight and portable. And then on top of it, I've just got this little adapter. I'll have this linked in the description. It's like 20 bucks. So now all you have to do for this flash is just set it up at the angle you want it. So like that, probably, if you're just bouncing the flash off a wall, and then you're gonna be good to go. So what I'll do is I'll have my camera on a tripod, I'll have this handheld, and I'll have this on a stand. So it's super easy to move your way around the house. So pretty sweet. Okay, if you might have noticed, this is kind of top heavy. So I actually found this really weird upgrade, okay? You might be like, what the heck is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna jump rope? It's probably about the right size, but so you're not gonna need this anymore. So this thing just pops in there, and then what it does is it actually moves your bulb onto here. Kind of crazy. So now, watch. You probably won't believe that this is a thing, but look. So this thing's like super long, it's like 5 feet. So the reason I really like this, it's a little bit extra, but okay. How did I do this? So what I like to do is I'll sit this in here. Okay, so you can put that back in the case and you can just slide this onto here. Okay, and then this will just twist onto here. It puts all your weight on the bottom of the flash stand, which is great. And then all you have up here is just this super weightless little bulb. So it's a little bit safer for your flash. It's not gonna like fall over or something. The other great thing is now it's super safe to put this up like 6, 7, 8 feet or something off the ground. So if you're shooting like a really tall, huge room, you can set your flash up to hit the ceiling better, or you can even use this to like hand hold your flash and hold it out like this, like into a room or something, so it's not in the frame. Basically, you just get a little bit more control over where your flash is. It's gonna be safer. You're not gonna have to worry about that $200 or $300 flash falling over, and you get a little bit more creative control over it, which is nice. So I have the Manfrotto 190X with the ball head. I know there's a ton of tripods out there, so the main things you really need to look for is it sturdy enough to keep your camera safe if you're walking away from it? Is it tall enough? So usually I like to have one that's about 60 inches at least, because sometimes you need to have like a higher view of like the front of a house or like a kitchen or something like that. You need to get really high. If it's a really big house, you gotta show the ceiling. So that usually covers it. The ball head is great because it makes it super quick to lock in your composition, get everything lined up perfectly, and keep moving on. If you have the money, I think it would be great to have like a carbon fiber one, just because you're carrying this thing around all day from shoot to shoot to shoot. You're carrying it around in a bag and all the weight adds up. This thing's probably like 30 or 40 pounds, and then this thing, it's not too bad. But with the tripod and the gimbal and everything I normally have in it, it's probably about 20 pounds. So you're walking around with like 60 pounds worth of gear. So it's not that bad, but I know for some people that would be a ton of weight. Tripods, lenses, flashes, and light stands are some of the best investments long-term. If you're a photographer, you know, those things are the things that you're gonna keep like forever basically. So definitely all stuff to look into whenever you're buying your gear. So anyways, as you can see, backpack, stand bag, good to go. That's it. Pretty easy, super portable, super reliable, gonna have you covered in all your situations, from wide shots to detail lifestyle shots. Any type of lighting situation, you're gonna have plenty of power. You're gonna be good to go. You're gonna get those nice, crispy, sharp, bright, colorful images. And for me, having the right tools for the job to be able to get creative and have control where you want control just makes the job a lot more fun, and it makes it to where you're not like stressed that you're not gonna be able to do something. You know, you've got your bases covered and you're gonna be able to get the shot no matter what. So anyways, that's it for this one. I'm gonna have all this stuff linked in the description. If you're interested in getting any of this gear, make sure to check out the links. And if you got any questions about this gear or other gear that you're interested in looking into, definitely make sure to drop a comment and I will help you guys find what's gonna be best for you. All right, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that means that it was helpful. Seriously, y'all's support really means a lot, and I hope that these videos are valuable to you guys. Let me know if you got any ideas for future content. If you got any questions I can cover in videos, let me know. Anyways, that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.